Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and we're going to be doing a pregame for the Houston Texans Dallas Cowboys game as the Houston Texans play at 12. It is 11:15, and it is time for some football. We are going to start with the inactives for the Houston Texans today, starting with QB Kyle Allen, who started the last two games. Does it say what he? There's no. It doesn't list the injury. I think he might just be a game scratch. With him being inactive today, the Texans do activate quarterback Jeff Driscoll, which I am very excited for him to be back because, if you look back early in the season, the Texans would be if you look at the first game of the season or the second game against the Broncos, the first two games of the season, the Texans were doing this thing where if there was a third and short, they'd bring in Driscoll, he'd run it through, get some yards, because he's a good, aggressive running quarterback. So maybe if the Texans get on some third and shorts today, you bring him out and try to get the first down with the QB run. I thought that was very smart how the Texans were doing that early in the season. Once Kyle Allen got healthy, about third or fourth week in the season, Jeff Driscoll was no longer the backup quarterback, so there was no more third and short kind of runs like that. But I did like when the Texans were doing that early in the season. Nico Collins is out. Brandon Cooks is out. Derek Stingley Jr. is out. He misses his third straight game. Troy Harrison, the fullback, is out. Justin McCray, the O-lineman, is out. And Kurt Hinish, defensive lineman, is out as well. So a lot of key injuries for the Texans with Nico Collins, Brandon Cooks, and Derek Stingley Jr. But, I kind of went over my keys of the game for the Texans yesterday. But, you gotta rely on the run game. That's the only way to get offense. Your two best wide receivers are out, so your run game is your only option in this one. You got to stop the Cowboys' offense. And their run. You have to have a good game against the best defense in the NFL. So without your two best wide receivers, so the Texans, things might not go that good today, but that's what you got to do. For the Cowboys, I don't really know their injuries. I didn't check. But James Washington is making his season debut today after missing the first 13 games of the season. And yeah, that's really it. So getting into my prediction, I do think that the Texans lose this one pretty bad. I think the Cowboys offense has himself a day, and I think the Texans lose this one 39-20. I think Davis Mills has a decent game because if you think about it, he is a quarterback that was benched for 2 games. And I think that, when Davis Mills has been in pressure, I think maybe a couple weeks against the Chargers earlier in the season, he was having a real bad game. We were down 24-0, and Lovie Smith started to think about putting in Kyle Allen, and then Davis Mills started doing good. Texans came back and brought it to a 3-point game, Texans ended up losing that game, but Davis had a great rest of that game after Lovey thought about benching Davis Mills. So I think Davis Mills has a decent game. I think the Texans play from behind in the second half, score a couple touchdowns in the second half, and that is why the Texans get up to 20. And yeah, that's really it for my prediction. Let me know your predictions for the game. Let me know your thoughts for this game. Hopefully it's not as bad as people think it will be. But I got the Texans losing this one by 19. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it. And give me your predictions. Hopefully it's not that big of a blowout. But if the Texans want to have success, they got to rely on the run game and play good defense. And play good against the best defense in the NFL. So you have to have about 6 things go your way just for this to be a close game. So, yeah, hopefully the Texans can do some decent things in this one. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the game today. That's it for my Texans pregame, and peace out. Let's go Texans.